Looking for potential incidents, or if there's other drivers that might be struggling. He's looking ahead to anticipate if there's anything he needs to be concerned of, so he could decide how the best way to approach it. He's making sure he's going the right speed and that he's braking earlier than normal.
I know that there's a school right here, right? I don't want any kids jumping out in front of me, so I'm taking my time driving through here. We just want to make sure that these kids stay safe. As you drive through any type of kinder care or school, just take your time, right?
Like, so he's just crawling here.
Yeah, I'm just taking my time. Like, this person didn't even see us, right? They just crossed the street. She's on her phone. So yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that we have to worry about. And then you throw in snow and ice, and now you have another layer that you have to maneuver through.
And also, the more space you give allows, if someone is sliding or you're sliding, the more space, the more room you have to maneuver and operate.
All right, so how far do you want me to go up the street for more snow, or do you want, okay, let's go up here, because I know there's a bunch up here, I think.
So here's you're coming up to it where it's green light. Everyone's probably going at normal speed. How are you feeling, Wes?
Yeah, the roads look pretty good, right? But again, so right now we're fine at this time of day. But as soon as that sun goes down, gets cold, we're gonna start seeing some ice. So you got to take your time.
So Wes is braking earlier than normal. He's going slower than normal, probably. It says 30 here. Wes, you feeling comfortable?
Yeah, the roads are pretty good right now.
Windshield wipers are working effectively,
yeah.
Looks like.
Yeah, we just replaced them a few weeks ago. And again, the tank is full of windshield wiper fluid, right? We're ready for these conditions.
Lights are on too, that's another good.
Yep. Well, this car's lights are always on, so that's a good part.
You're kind of looking ahead, looking at what's going on. Is there any potential concerns up forward? It looks like there might be more snow as we go up there.
So, Emma, there's a street just down the road. A few years ago, there was a car pileup of about, I want to say 15, 20 cars maybe. Mm-hmm. It was snowing. The snow was coming down kind of like it is right now, but it was really cold, and this shiny layer that you see right now, it just froze over. It was the middle of the day. Nobody knew what was going on, and it's just insane. Like the cars, just one after the other, they're just getting into an accident. So, yeah.
So what are some things that you're looking out for on the road right now?
So, as we see this person that's coming up, right? Mm-hmm. Number one, I have to scan. I see people on the road that are walking. I have to move over to the left into the other lane a little bit because they don't have any room, but I also have to worry about cars that are oncoming, right? It's a double yellow. This is illegal what I'm doing, but I have to do it because there's people that are walking. They don't have access to the sidewalk right there.
And you confirmed it was clear on that.
Yep.
First before you did that. I
had to confirm that there were no cars coming my way, slow down a little bit, right? Take my time. So as drivers, number one priority are humans, right? We have to take care of people that are walking, pedestrians. Unfortunately, I had to do that, but they have no access to the sidewalk right now.
And then here he has like there's a combination of slush, snow. So if you would be driving normally 35 miles per hour, 25, right? He may start feeling some sliding or some slipperiness, so he may start, slowing down. So this is what we recommend for people, right? And what we say is when we want you to experience what it feels like to slide in the snow, right? I've checked that there's no cars coming. There's no cars in the vicinity right here. But I just want to give you a quick example, right? So we're driving normal speeds. We're not driving fast by any means, but we want you to drive on the snow like this, and then all of a sudden hit the brakes as hard as you can. right? The car sliding, understand how much it slides, and just get to know the car, get to know the vehicle that you're driving. Again, a lot of these vehicles that we drive, they have all season tires. Doesn't mean that they drive great in the snow. It just means that they're rated for this type of driving, but not hard driving, right? Like if you go to Park City, it's going to be coming down pretty hard.
And then the ABS technology is great because you don't have to pump the brake. You just stomp on it, stay on it, and it does all the work for you, and doesn't lock up the steering wheel, so you can still try to steer. And you hear that. A lot of people are unfamiliar with what it's like when their ABS kicks in, and so they think, because it's basically a bunch of vibration on the pedal, and you think that it might even be broken, but that's what it does. That's it. It's pumping like it, 1,000 times, so you don't have to do it. And that's why you just press the brake and stay on it if you're needing to come to a fast stop.
Emma, let's go over, we're going down a hill. Let's go over part of the maintenance part, right? So we're going down this hill, and one of the things that I'm worried about is that there's snow on the ground, but I'm also going downhill. I know that my tires are okay, but I'm still worried, right? Like, just because you have good tires and you don't have snow tires, you're gonna slide. We're going downhill, so I'm taking my time. Just want to be able to take my time. Want to be able to think through an issue, right? Something that happens, a car that gets in your way, kids that jump out. You want to be prepared, so constantly scanning, just being prepared for what could happen.
And then, Wes, let's walk them through a proper lane change.
Sure.
Because as I was mentioning, if you get stuck in the middle of a snowstorm that hits you while you're driving and you're wanting to slow down and allow people to pass you, not everyone knows how the proper lane change procedure and to do that safely.
So yeah, let's go over that. And Jake brings up a good point. Most people don't properly check their blind spots, and especially when there's snow, there's a ton of cars all around us, and we just want to make sure that we're driving properly, right? So one of the biggest things with these kids that we teach from these high schools, their parents, sometimes they'll come with us, and we'll finish the driving session, and they'll come back and they'll say, hey, I had no idea that we were supposed to do this, right? They're like, even I learned something. But one of the big things is people usually don't head check, right? When you look over your shoulder, you want to rotate your head and look out the side window just for, a half a second, just to make sure that there's not something there. That's all you're looking for, something.
In your blind spot.
Yep. And Emma, I just want you to know that I am a professional for a reason. I got into 2 car accidents in the snow.